want to share a message and a reminder to you right now. And this message is coming in very strongly from the Galactic Federation of Light. They want me to remind you of something. Every single one of us in physicality is surrounded by beings of light from a higher consciousness. So they are existing in a higher realm, a higher dimensional field, and they cannot be seen with our third dimensional seeing. They cannot be heard with our third dimensional eyes. Okay? They are experienced through our multi-dimensional senses. And for many of us, this becomes an unraveling of how to do this, right? But here's what they want us to understand. You're already hearing them. You're already feeling them. You just don't realize it's them. You see, it funnels in through the top of your head, your seventh energy center, and it moves through your channel. So it is digested through you. Your personality, your ego, your mind, your thoughts, your beliefs, your paradigms, it gets filtered through these aspects of you. The energy and consciousness from these beings moves in and is digested and filtered through all the different ways that you are in a third dimensional reality. And so it sounds like you. It sounds like your own voice, right? And it can be shrouded in the egoic structure. But make no mistake, every single one of you is hearing these beings right now, especially as we start stepping into these really potent times that we're in right now. So this is a reminder to trust what you're hearing. Trust what is popping into your mind out of nowhere. Trust what you are guided to go towards and do. Trust what your knowingness is telling you. The way you start to trust more and more is that you remember, you know that these beings are around you. And it's not about you having to see them. That's not going to happen right now. And it's not about hearing a voice outside of you communicating. That's not going to happen. You see, as humans in a third dimensional paradigm and perspective, consciousness, we have these expectations of how it's supposed to be. And depending upon what your belief system is around connecting with these beings, you're either going to give yourself a high five or you're going to say you're not doing it, you're disconnected. None of you are disconnected. Nobody is disconnected from these beings. They're surrounding you right now. It's not a matter of if, it's not a matter of when, it's not a matter of I need to bring my vibration into a higher frequency, my body into a higher vibration. No, you right now have the ability to connect and to feel. It becomes a matter of knowing, trusting, and then allowing yourself to drop into this experience. What do you hear throughout your day? Are you remembering throughout your day that you're surrounded by beings of light? Are you trusting what you're hearing? Are you not trusting what you're hearing? And when I say hearing, it's as if you're speaking to yourself in your mind, almost like the way the ego communicates. These beings communicate through that same channel. So it's going to sound very similar to a higher self or the ego, right? But it's in a different vibration, a different frequency. So it's going to have a different message. It has a different tone to it. But you are hearing. You're not disconnected. This is about trusting what you hear. And nobody can do this for you. Even if somebody opens up your channel, and even if somebody teaches you how to channel, you still are the one driving the boat or driving the ship, the car. And you have to believe what is being given to you by these beings. You have to believe it. And if you don't believe it, then you're going to continue to tell yourself and believe that you aren't hearing it. So you step into this place of the choice of no choice, which is you don't have a choice anymore. You just start believing and trusting. And we do this not just in a meditative state, or not just in an intentional state where you sit down and say, I'm going to bring these beings in. You do this when you're driving your car, when you are cooking dinner, when you are walking your dog, when you're grocery shopping, when you're shopping for shoes or clothes or getting a haircut. We are doing this in every now moment. It is a 24/7, every now perspective. And the more you can hold this perspective without an expectation, the easier this is going to be for you. Again, it doesn't matter what your vibration is in your body or what your frequency is in your body. These beings have been with you since the moment you dropped into your physicality as a tiny little newborn. Here they were. Different dimensional fields, but here they are, right? And they're still here. And as you awaken, there is more of an urgency to connect, a desire to connect, an expectation of how it's going to be, an attachment to what it's going to feel like or look like. Can you throw those expectations away? Can you throw the attachments away? Can you just settle into a deep knowingness, period? Settle in and open Pandora's box to all these beautiful beings and see what comes through. And a lot of times you will hear things coming in when you least expect it, when you're not sitting in an expectational sort of space. Because what these beings want me to tell you right now, and I can see it so clearly, is that they are surrounding you. They are getting louder. They are getting kind of pushier, right? Maybe they're moving things around in your house. Maybe like really crazy signs are popping up in your life now. Maybe you're seeing them in the sky. They're showing up more and more frequently now, more palpably. And so it's not necessarily about learning how to do this. This is a remembrance. This is a remembrance that you already have it in you to connect. You already are connecting. You're already connecting. You're already hearing them. This is the craziest piece. You're already hearing them. You just don't believe it. You think it's you or your mind or your ego, your personality speaking or communicating or sharing this stuff. It's not. So start to really bring acute awareness to what you are hearing and experiencing and feeling throughout your day. 2020 is all about clarity, getting more clear. It's like you're cleaning the windows with that Windex or whatever you use, right? And you are starting to really see. And when you do this, you actually begin to experience these beings without doing anything. Just by being you in the human form, remembering that they are with you. The knowingness, the remembrance, and the trust will allow you to expand into experiencing them exponentially, more than any practice. I communicate with them every single day, and what it sounds like to me is my own voice many times. It sounds like me. It sounds like me. There can be, and if I doubted what I heard, I would be doubting so much of my life's path right now. I would be doubting so much of what they are telling me to do. It doesn't sound like a dark, deep, high-pitched voice. It doesn't sound like something that is outside of you. It is a frequency and an energy that moves through the channel. It is a frequency and energy that is a much higher vibration than you in your physical form. And the reason we have the channel, which is where all the energy centers are held, is so that we can connect, communicate, receive. All you need to do is settle in. Call them in, who, regardless of whether you know their names or not. They don't have names in higher dimensional realms. Names are a very dense paradigm. They actually don't hold names. They're energy. And so they communicate through resonance, through energy. Telepathy, we call it, right? So call them in. Begin to open even more and trust what you're hearing. I promise you, you're hearing them. I promise, I promise, I promise. You are hearing them. And this isn't me promising. This is the beings around me that want me to remind you that you're hearing them. You're hearing them. You're hearing them. I want you to visualize these beings around you. I want you to visualize them communicating with you and talking with you. And I want you to visualize yourself opening and expanding into this connection and communication. This is just the beginning. And it's designed to be easy. It's not designed to have that you have to jump through hoops, right? It's not designed to have to study for weeks and months and forever. This is easy. We are designed to do this. You are born to do this. It's within your physicality. You know how to do this. Trust what you're hearing. They're all around you. They love you. They see you. They hold you. They guide you. Sending you so much love. Keep opening, keep trusting, keep calling them in. I'll see you next time.